Hey guys, and welcome back to the hardest TEW challenge we are doing. We are Japan Pro Wrestling USA. We have started with 0 money, 0 popularity, and 0 momentum. And we are a Japanese company based in the United States. And you can probably guess, we are only hiring Japanese wrestlers. We're going to try and run this as close to a Japanese company as possible, so with very minimum non-Japanese wrestlers. Now, before we start, I want to give a big thank you to our members, and first one obviously being Genevieve Sweet. Thank you so much. If you guys want to support the channel, you can by pressing the join button now for less than $1 a month, and it helps us tremendously. Now, with all that being said, he asked, would love to see you eventually sign Jaguar Yokota. So, let's find them. Oh, they're a ring agent as well. Oh. Okay. How much are they? I'm actually already tempted. Do they have booking skill? They don't. That's a shame. But they are a wrestler as well. What's the skills like? Oh, skills are insane. How expensive? We're going to do it. This is as a thank you for being a member. We'll bring them in as a special attraction, though. And that's okay, you can do events and ATV shows. And then hopefully, she won't be too mad about not working every show. But alas, we do have... This was an impulse decision, but sod it. Tomohiro Ishii, we have put a bid in for. He's expensive, but sod it. Now, if you missed the last show, let's just go over our results quickly, when I can find them, show history. We had the semi-finals of our tournaments, so we had Ryuya Takakura defeat Kodai Nozaki, Hiragi Kuruma defeated Ivelisse Velez, and Hajime defeated Naoshi Sano. And then to crown our champions, we had Marika Kobayashi win the Japanese USA Women's title, Black Kamen Ray defeated Hajime to win the junior heavyweight title, and Zeus defeated Ryuya Takakura to win the heavyweight title. Now, I butchered a lot of those names, so I'm sorry, but as you can see, we have Zeus as the heavyweight champion. Our junior heavyweight is Black Kamen Ray, and Marika Kobayashi as our women's. So with that being said, you know how this goes. We will skip ahead. If there's any news, we'll talk about it. Any interesting things come up, we'll talk about it. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, we've got Sami Guevara upsetting Kana for a controversial social media post. That honestly seems pretty on point. And we can bring in Jaguar Yokota, so let's do it. Bring her in as a face, yes. And I have an idea what we're going to do with her. I have a really good idea. I do want to check my creative quick. Marika Kobayashi is my franchise player. Interesting. I've got no hot prospects, nothing like that. Any hidden gems? Probably not. At least none I can, theoretically sign, I should say. Okay, here we go. Yeah. I mean, Zilla for 2 could be cool, but... Michael Elgin, no shot. Santana Garrett, she has wrestled in Japan a lot. The issue is, her personality kind of sucks. But we could bring her in for, one match. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to bring her in for 1 appearance. And then just Juicy Fanu. Okay, it is another day. We got some decisions to make, however. Saxon Huxley could be leaving Noah. Now, he would technically fit our sort of quota for wrestlers, but I don't think he's that good. Nozawa Rongai is taking on Masa Kitamiya in some sort of heated argument backstage. Awesome. And he's also having problems with Kendo Kashin. Good old Noah, my favourite company, falling apart at the seams. Is there anything else here of interest? Not so far. For some reason, MLW assigned Michael Elgin. But we can bring in Tomohiro Ishii, so we're going to do that. We're going to bring in Santana Garrett as well. And we are immediately going to put Tomohiro Ishii He's retiring in 84 days. Okay, we'll get one match out of him. That's fine. What I want to know is if I come to talk to worker, how would you feel about being booked to lose an event to Zeus? I would be furious with that booking decision. We're going to upset Tomohiro Ishii. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine. We'll upset him. It's okay. We'll upset him and we'll release him. Okay, so we have some news. We've got AEW rejection. So Willow Nightingale is leaving AEW, which, if that happened in real life, I'd be very surprised unless, WWE picked her up. Thekla is back to 100%, which is perfect because, if you remember, we were going to pick her up and her contract ends tomorrow. I think it was tomorrow. I'm reading the wrong thing. 11 days. So then as soon as she is done, we can talk to her, get to work in the States, bring her in. That's the plan with good old Thekla. Okay, Thekla has left Stardom. So, if we get to her, let's talk to her, get to work in the States, and let's bring her in. Because I like Thekla, I think she's amazing. And the fact she's now left Stardom at the time of recording, and rumour has it, going to AEW, brings me so much joy because she's such a good wrestler. And her personality, like her wrestling persona, is phenomenal too. So if we can bring in the Toxic Spider, that'd be incredible. Okay, it's a new day. We've got Luther is leaving AEW. Dax Harwood is forming political alliances, apparently. But more importantly, we can bring in the Toxic Spider Thekla. So there we go. Now I want to just go through quick. See if we can bring anyone or convince anyone to move over. So Black Menso Ray doesn't want to. Of course he doesn't. Let's talk to you. Nope. I have a feeling no one is going to want to move over. Yeah, of course not. I think this is going to be a case where we just wait for them to move over naturally, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, Mizites Jr. is leaving AAA. Now, he's super expensive. We're not going to be bringing him in anytime soon. But luchadors do go to Japan a lot. So we're going to shortlist him and maybe eventually we can bring him in. Probably in like a few years' time, because sadly we are still rocking the the 2 popularity in the Southwest. But yeah, I think I'd like to bring him in. Merchandise-wise, we are building up as well. Awesome, that's what I needed. Okay, Bailey has a new catchphrase, but more importantly, Segura is leaving Noah, and I love the Killer Machine. 800 a show, though, is wild. So we'll just shortlist him for now. Okay, so fans of my other Local to Global will know we actually brought Kathy Kelly in as the interviewer. She's leaving WWE again. I do kind of feel like she'd be a good fit to interview people like Thekla and the people that have, like, passable English. And overall, I think Kathy Kelly is just amazing. So, let me know in the comments, do we want to bring her in? $250 a show, we want one a month. It's expensive, but if we bring her in like once, every like 3 months, she's got the popularity. Will she even sign for us? Yes, she will. I'm going to put her on a 2-year written. We can always fire her, so let me know in the comments, should we keep her around or not? But I think she could be really good for boosting some people's mic skills, because eventually we are going to need microphone skills. We could even make her like a commentator if we need to. Yeah, let me know. Okay, it's time for Rising Sun number 4, so we need to give some people a night off. So I have my list here. Black Menso Ray is getting the night off. Gosamaru is, Hajime is, Kurumi and Jaguar are. Kodai is... We need our ref. Suzuki is wrestling. Kobayashi is wrestling. Matsumoto gets the night off. Sano is wrestling. You get the night off. We need Santana Garrett. We need our road agent. Taiyo Kia can get the night off. Baba gets the night off. Thekla gets the night off. Sakurai gets the night off. Excellent. So we're done there. Tonight's venue is, of course, going to be the Southwest. Booking team, how are we looking? So we are going to buy a creative finish. Perfect. And we'll probably use that tonight. Locker room incidents. Sano ran training for Kobayashi. Santana Garrett has gotten a lot of heat with the rest of the locker room after pulling a tasteless rip. We'll fine her. She's unhappy, but I don't care. She'll be gone off tonight. Let's meddle. Let's try and make friends between Suzuki and, I don't know, Zeus. Never mind. Right, let's book the show, and I'll see you at the results tab. Okay, in match 1 we had Marika Kobayashi defeat Santana Garrett in 14 minutes with the machine gun drop to try and steal the show. This was for Kobayashi's women's title, and it's her first defense. The match was too short for an important match in the eyes of the audience. I expected that because I had to cut the time, but they didn't have the stamina to go 18 minutes. It is what it is. We then get Kokaru Suzuki versus Naoshi Sano, in which Naoshi Sano would pick up the win. Suzuki with 43, Sano with 38. Suzuki's retiring in like 60 days, so we're not going to get much out of him, sadly. But wrestling rating of 40, a 43 segment rating overall. And then in our main event, Tomohiro Ishii would challenge Zeus for the heavyweight title, in which Zeus would win. Ishii with the 75 performance, Zeus with the 38. Creative finish was a failure, which sucks, but got the crowd buzzing. And I can officially now put Ishii on the thumbnail, despite the fact this has probably cost me a small fortune. 50 rated show overall, increased our popularity in one region, thankfully. So we'll give Zeus some props, because he did great, and we'll give it to Kobayashi as well. Seemed pleased, and seemed pleased. Financial report, yep, we lost almost $3,000, but that's fine. Up to a 3 though, which is what we wanted. And like I said, now I can put Ishii on the thumbnail. Okay, it is the day after the show. Naomi Takahashi, if I can say it properly. 500 show, not worth it. Jordan Grace has a new catchphrase. Roxanne Perez is leaving the WWE. That's insane. We're going to get her on the shortlist because I think she'd suit a Japanese style so well, and she's only 23. That's a crazy person to be leaving. 900 a show is way too much, but if we could bring her in for like a one-shot, that'd be awesome. We got 98 fans, which is awesome. Santana Garrett is gone, so she can't cause any more issues. Tomohiro Ishii is annoyed, retiring in 60 days. Well, we got our match out of you. Bye, buddy. Did that help the title at all? Current prestige 31. It actually did. We'll take that. Okay. You know what? 31 prestige for having Ishii come in and lose. I will happily take it. We're going to lose a lot of money this month, but that's okay. We'll still get a little bit of merch and sponsors. Merchandise, though, we almost doubled, which is crazy. The Ishii effect, I guess. Alright, let's get to the next show. Okay, we have a decision to make. Kathy Kelly, so let's bring her in as a face. Can't use her anyway for 25 days, which is fine. And then, yeah, we're only going to miss her for 2 shows, I think, potentially. So in between that, let me know if we should keep her. We can always release her. But I'd rather bring her in now before someone else poaches her quick. Okay, so it's happening again. Suzu Suzuki is leaving Stardom. Now, unfortunately, unlike our other local to global, we can't bring her in because she's 300 a show. We'll shortlist her though, because We'll talk to her and get to come work in the States, and maybe one day we can pick her up again. But for now, Suzu is unfortunately going to be stuck in Japan. Teo Kia has relocated, which is perfect. It's another person we've got. Now, he's an occasional wrestler, so we probably will have him wrestle at some point. But I'm thinking maybe we can make him a colour commentator at some point. Because he would fit that sort of like ex-Japanese star, all sorts. So if we can make him a colour commentator when he retires, I'd be over the moon. Okay, so going through the news, we've got Taylor Rotunda and Liv Morgan have broken up. But more importantly for the save, Kai Fujimura is leaving Noah. We're going to shortlist him. I'm not the biggest fan in real life, but he is cheap and he wouldn't be too bad for our juniors division. So we'll shortlist him, we'll talk to him, get him to work in the USA, and then we might eventually bring him in. Because his skills are good. And his popularity is okay. So he wouldn't be the worst person to bring in, but I'm not going to be in a rush to sign him. Okay, it's the half-year awards, so Cody is the male wrestler of the year, WWE being the company of the year, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter being the female tag team of the year, Dangerous Tekkers being the male tag team of the year, so that's Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr., Cody versus The Rock in a Cell match is match of the year so far, with WrestleMania Sunday being the show of the year so far. Young female wrestler of the year is Elena Black. Masquerade Dorada is always the male young wrestler of the year, it feels like. Charlotte being the female veteran, AJ being the male veteran, Liv Morgan being the female wrestler of the year so far. And then we've got Zeuxis, if that's how you say it, I have no idea, being the female independent wrestler of the year so far. And El Tejano Jr. being the male independent wrestler of the year so far. Ooh, Dragon Kid is leaving. How expensive? Too expensive is the answer. Anything else here? No. Jack Morris is staying with Noah. Now, I love Jack Morris. I think he's great. It's a shame he is re-signing. We're going to shortlist him. I'd love to bring him in. Him and Anthony Green were a great tag team in Pro Wrestling Noah. So if I could bring them both in for the company, I would. But looks like he's staying, sadly. Okay, Takahashi Sugiura has left Noah and he's now only 50 a show. I feel like it said 500 before. But alas, we are going to bring him in. Because he's great, he's got great psychology, everything. So we're going to bring in the Killer Machine. Okay, it's showtime, so we need to give some folks the night off. So let me get my list. And we can give Zeus the night off. We can give Yuko Sakura the night off. We need Baba, we need Black Menso Ray, Gosamaru. So Hajime gets the night off. Kurumi gets the night off. Jaguar gets the night off. Suzuki gets the night off. So does Kobayashi. We need Matsumoto. Has this only done active wrestlers? No, any role. Let's just reset it properly, just in case. There we go. We need these guys. I don't think we need Sano. We do not need Sano. Perfect. Do need Takura. We do not need Takura. Teo Kia can have night off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay. We're done. We're going back to the southwest. Booking team meeting. We're going to leave it as it is. Locker room incidents, we have nothing. We can address the locker room though. Let's try some team bonding, see if anything happens. New tensions between Thekla and Nozaki and Matsumoto and Nozaki. Perfect, that went terribly. He could be an issue from the looks of it, so that's cool. Right, let's book the show, and I'll join you in the results tab. Okay, in the first match of the night, we had Kodai Nozaki defeat Gosamaru. Nozaki of the 40, Gosamaru of the 34. 38 segment rating. The problem is the match was too short. It was an 18-minute match. So matches apparently can't be less than 20 minutes on these shows, which isn't ideal. We then had Thekla come out to cut just a very generic, heel promo. And then these two, Masimoto and Thekla, went 20 minutes, in which we had Thekla defeat Masimoto. Thekla got the 36 rating, Masimoto the 37. 37 rating overall, we'll take that. Then we have our main event, which is Black Menso Ray defeating Takumi Baba to retain the junior heavyweight title. I expected this match to kind of not do great because it was too short. However, I did expect Black Menso Ray to put on a better performance than a 30. That's a little worrisome. But alas, we have gained popularity in one reason. We didn't have a Steal the Show match. I forgot about that, to be honest. But that's okay. Not a big deal. We'll give it to Black Menso Ray and we'll give it to Thekla because they both did okay-ish. Seemed pleased. Financial report, we lost 1,500. That's not too bad. Popularity, though, we have gone up to a 4. Still only a 1 in the Mid-South. I was hoping we would gain a little bit more by now, but it is what it is. Okay, so the night after the show, you'll see we had 100 fans and very positive feedback, which is perfect. And we can bring in Sugiura. He's going to be a heel because he's awesome. And our roster is starting to stack up, which is nice. We also get to bring in Kathy Kelly tomorrow, so that's cool. Again, let me know in the comments if you think we should keep her or not. And let's check out our titles. So still a 31 prestige, a 30 prestige, and a 30. That's okay. Comes to our size, we are a 4. We did gain some in the Northwest, though. Some spillover, so that's always good. And if we check out our finances, sponsors 317. So theoretically, we could start turning a profit sooner than I imagined, which would be nice. It means we could justify some more of the expenses. But let's push forward. Okay, it's a new day, and Sanada is leaving New Japan. Now, I like Sanada. He's one of my favourite New Japan guys. 500 a show. I'm going to shortlist him and see if he drops down in price once his contract expires. But I don't know. Other than that, there is no other news. We do have something here. Roxanne Perez has left the WWE. Okay, so we were talking about this earlier. Suzu has left Stardom. Instantly, her price has crashed to 40 a show. So I'm going to talk to her. But let me know, should we bring her in? Obviously, she's in our other playthrough, and I don't want the playthroughs to be a little different. But she would put on some bangers with Marika Kobayashi. We're going to do the same thing we did with Kathy Kelly. We're going to bring her in for 2 years. And if you guys want me to unsign her, we will, to keep the playthroughs different. But let me know. You guys are in charge here. Okay, Marigold have made a contract offer to Zuzu, which means we will not be bringing her in because the travel cost is going to be too much long term. Which is sad, but we can withdraw our offer. It is what it is. It does solve that problem. So the only one I need you to let me know about still is Kathy Kelly. And alas, we move on. Okay, and we're going to end this episode here. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please drop the episode a like. It helps us tremendously. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can by becoming a member today for less than $1 a month. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We've got other TEWs, predictions, reviews, all sorts. Basically all the wrestling needs you could ever want. And hopefully, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.